Good morning to everyone in the room. Good morning to those of you online, the hundreds online. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. My name is Iain McKinnon. I am the Director of Inclusive Design for the Global Disability Innovation Hub, GDI Hub. And this is a panel session. We have an hour. Let's do a timestamp. Okay, so it's 10:15. So I'm going to eat into the break just a little touch. So there is a break coming after this session, which will be about 11:15. And this session is called Inclusive Infrastructure. Can cities be inclusive? The short answer is we think they can, yes. But we have a very special session lined up for you here today. I'll be your host, so I will chair the session for this next hour. But we do have a very special lineup for you in the room, for those of you online. In this session, what we're going to do is have insights from 6 cities around the world looking at inclusive design of the built environment. So the research that we are sharing with you today comes from the UK aid-funded 80-20-30 programme led by GDI Hub. You'll hear more about this programme throughout the next 2 days, but 80-20-30, for those of you who don't know, tests what works to improve access to life-changing AT for all. This strand of work that we're going to present to you and discuss today is called Inclusive Infrastructure, a sub-programme of 80-20-30. And it recognises that the difference between having the AT you need and being able to use it is the built environment, the world around you. It must support the AT that you need, hence the research forming part of the programme. Now, Michaela Patrick, our Head of Inclusive Infrastructure and Climate, is going to give an overview of the research that we've done over the past kind of 3.5 years. But we have representatives today from all 6 cities here with us in the room, hence why this is such a special session. Just to recap, the cities are Ulaanbaatar in Mongolia, Varanasi in India, Surakarta in Indonesia, Nairobi in Kenya, Freetown in Sierra Leone, and Medellin in Colombia. So the aim of this research that we're working on is to drive global action towards more inclusive cities for everyone. And the purpose of this session today is to share with you some of our findings and some of our emerging recommendations through a panel discussion. We hope to have time at the end for questions from you, from the audience. So for those in the room, please do jot down any questions you would like to ask. And for those online, you can put questions in the Q&A box and we'll try and cover some of them at the end. That would be great. Now, we have so many of our city representatives here with us today, we can't all fit on the stage. So we are going to do a little bit of musical chairs as we go through each speaker, but that's fine. So we'll start with Michaela to give us a little overview of the programme, please, Michaela.